Can Page pull it off? Can Hangman Adam Page return victoriously?
Oh, but Moxley, that chair across the spine.
Moxley wants to win this thing as bad as anybody else, and why not?
The progress of Hangman stopped Moxley making the climb.
Whoa, Moxley just
He's pawing at the chip, yeah.
just barely out of his reach.
Moxley needs to go one more run. There it is.
There it is. No, and one more, JR.
It's within fingertips reach for Jon Moxley.
Those shots out of desperation, intensity, fierceness.
A shot at Kenny Omega in the AEW World Championship. Literally hanging the balance. Moxley just dropped.
Get it going. Get up top. Get up.
Do it.
Calm down, Adam Page.
Get up.
Make yourself famous tonight.
Get up.
Hangman, it's over.
I got my mojo back, baby. Oh, behave. No, don't be afraid. Y'all in your articles, hog spit at Jay. Y'all from afar through thoughts my way. What you thought I would not have nothing to say? No. You fell into the booby trap. I set the trap just to see dude react. And now you can't leave. You open the door, God, I'm at you annually. And I'm sorry, Miss Rosie Perez, I call a spade, it just is what it is. But you can't give credit to anything dude says. Same dude to give you ice and you own some head. Sure it's time to wake up the dead. You sound a little naive in them articles that I read. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, oh, behave. H-O-V-A, the blueprint too, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, oh, behave. Can't y'all see that he's fake, the rap version of TDJ?
Ladies and gentlemen,
There he is. Wow. Looking lean and mean.
It was a little while ago, I fell asleep on a plane. We landed, I don't even know what city it was in. And when we hit the ground, I woke up out of a dream. It was a bad dream. And I don't remember everything about it, but I remember I was on the side of the road, and I was on my hands and knees in the dirt. My face is bruised and cut up, and there's a black cloud hanging over me. A demon. Kind of demon that follows you around your whole life. Kind of demon that follows you around for years. These demons come in all shapes and sizes for everybody. And this cloud, he's laughing at me. He says, you, everything that you are, everything you become, everything you have in your life that's good, none of that was supposed to happen. None of that belongs to you. Where do you get off thinking you were going to make out with all that? And the cloud, this demon, he asked me, he says, do you really think you were gonna make it out? The nerve of you, did you really think you were gonna make it out? And I woke up before I had a chance to answer him. Nobody gets through life unscathed. We all carry scars. I have more scars on my body than the average person, but those aren't important. The important ones are the scars we carry on the inside that are harder to see. And sometimes we try and cover up these scars. Sometimes we try to pretend these scars aren't there. But But those are the scars that we should be proud of. Those are the scars that tell our story. Those are the scars that give us strength. Those are the scars that make us the people we are. Hell, nobody's perfect, all right? If everybody was perfect, the world would be a very boring place. So nobody, no matter who you are, should be afraid to stand up in front of the whole world and bear it all. Everything that makes you the person that you are, scars and all, and say, hey, this is me. So, that being said, I'm sure there are plenty of people somewhere around the world. I'm sure there are plenty of people who want to write me off. I'm sure there are plenty of people who doubt me. And you know what? It won't be the first time. It won't be the last time. But if you want to write me off now, if you want to doubt me, you go ahead and say whatever you want to say. You go ahead and think whatever you want to think. I'll tell you the same thing I would have told that black demon, that cloud hanging over me in my dream. You can take all that shit and shove it right up your ass. I don't run from demons, I just beat the shit out of them. And for everybody in this building and for everybody all around the world that's had my back, that supported me through thick and thin, thank you. And buckle up and get ready, because we're going on a ride, baby. In the year of 2022, I am going on a pilgrimage. I'm gonna grab the world of professional wrestling by the balls and do whatever the hell I want, because now, more than ever, more than anybody in this business, I am truly free. I'll tell you this, I've been to hell. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is very, very liberating. There is no hell that can be put upon me in this ring that I haven't been through, and worse. So if there's anybody in AEW, anybody all around the world that thinks they can put me through more hell than I've already been through, know this. I'm thirsty. Thought I was dangerous before. Shit. These days, all I drink is blood!
You want this AEW World Championship. You want it. I don't think you understand what it means to be a champion after all these years. I don't think you get it, because it's not just about what happens in this ring. It's what happens when that red light turns off. What happens when you go back through the curtain, those small, quiet moments when you think no one's watching. I love this place. I care about this place. This is my home. And this Sunday at Double or Nothing, I will not be defending this championship against you. No, for the first time in my life, I will be defending all elite wrestling from you.
It's okay, here's the bad news. The bad news is I'm injured and I need surgery. A couple of things are broken. The biggest one is my heart. Because I love nothing more than performing for all of you, and I wanted to go on one hell of a run. That's the bad news. The good news is I can still do all that. I told you I was gonna go until the wheels fall off. Well, the wheels are still there. They haven't fallen off. It's just that one of them happens to be broken. But I've come back from worse. I've felt better than I feel today, but I am here to tell you that I've also felt a hell of a lot worse. This is a bump in the road. It hurts. It hurts like hell. I want to wrestle for you. I want to wrestle right now. And that being said, let's talk about this title. Let's talk about being AEW World Champion. I told Tony before I came out here that I don't want to hold this place up. There is a long laundry list of talent in the back that can fill my shoes. They can be champion. I'm talking Bryan Danielson. I'm talking Jon Moxley.
Yeah, Jericho. And wait, look at this Jericho with the AEW World Championship.
He's gonna take out Moxley for good.
And Matt Menard holding Jon Moxley.
He's gonna take out Moxley for good.
Oh my God!
Hold on a minute.
My God! CM Punk! Oh my God!
Oof! The AEW World Champion CM Punk
There goes Sammy.
has returned to Dynamite.
There goes Hager. Man, Punk looks great, I gotta tell you.
Oh, Jericho! Oh, trying to take out Punk, but Punk now right hands to the head of Jericho.
What a shot right there.
Punk has dominated! What an ovation! I can feel the damn ground shaking.
And lest we forget, CM Punk is still the AEW World Champion.
Punk arrived on the scene here and exploded Minneapolis.
Punk, the difference maker, here tonight running off the Jericho Appreciation
And look
Society.
who's left in the ring. There's a bigger story than some guys turning, hightailing and running.
Yeah, we have two champions, and we know that the title must be unified at some point. What a moment.
Yeah, there he is. He knew. I got it. I see this picture. Feel it, folks.
Now, Buffalo and New York, I am in no mood. I am pissed off. I am embarrassed. I am pissed off about a great many things, but none more so than the fact that I'm standing here without the AEW World Championship. The only material possession in the world that matters to me, but the belt itself, it's just metal, it's just leather, there's a bunch of them, you can buy one online yourself, put it up on your wall, that doesn't mean anything. What means something to me is what the AEW World Championship represents. And that means something to me, and that means something to a lot of people. The AEW World Championship represents passion for this sport, passion for this business. It represents the passion of the guys and girls in the back and the fans that fill the arenas and watch at home. Those three letters in the AEW World Championship, they represent heroes during a pandemic at a time when the world needed heroes. It represents the dream, the vision that we all had when we started this thing years ago, and we wanted to show the world just what wrestling could be. The AEW World Championship represents taking the dark and ugly side of this business and letting it die with another generation. The World Championship represents the freedom to be as great as you are willing to dare to be. The AEW World Championship means being better than I was the day before, even if it's just a little bit better, even if nobody notices but me. That World Championship represents slaying demons. That World Championship represents everything I love about this business.
This is great. Very powerful, very passionate. I love it.
But the fact remains, on Sunday, I lost. And that's on me. That's my fault. I made mistakes. I got pinned. That's on me. I missed the game-winning shot. And I was supposed to be on vacation right now, like, till about 2 days ago. But here's another chance to take another shot when the game's on the line. This Tournament of Champions, and it's one hell of a shot. That's one hell of a big rock to push all the way to the top of the hill again. Chris Jericho, the greatest of all time. Bryan Danielson, the best pure wrestler to ever step foot in a ring, a better wrestler than I'll ever be. Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Hangman Page, three dudes all younger than me, faster than me, more naturally gifted than I could ever be. So yeah, that's a hell of a shot. But winners always want the ball when the game is on the line. The ace always wants the ball. And I want the ball. I've been waiting for this for 3 years. 3 years of AEW Dynamite. 3 years of watching you, 3 years of studying you because I knew this was coming. 3 years of us circling each other. You know, between the two of us, we've beaten just about everybody there is to beat here in AEW, except each other. On October 18th at the Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, my home arena, the arena I literally grew up in. For real, we used to like smoke and drink under the bridge outside. On October 18th, there will be one last man standing here in AEW. In 13 days, cowboy, I'm gonna leave my house, I'm gonna walk down Vine Street, I'm gonna show up at Heritage Bank Center, and I'm gonna break your face. And I'm gonna choke you until you turn blue. Because you're in the way of me being the one true top guy here in AEW and the world champion and the best in the world. I have all the respect in the world for your abilities. I have all the respect in the world for your talents. I admire you as a person. But when that bell rings with the world championship on the line, I ain't got any goddamn respect for anything.
Oh, hey, if you've been waiting for this so long, where the hell are you going right now?
Uh-oh.
You're a sweet kid. Like a lot of kids around here, you say mouth gets you in trouble. I'm gonna let you off the hook just once. But this is your final warning. You got 13 days. You watch your damn mouth.
Whatever you have to say about me, I want you to say it to my face. No. Actually, you said it all last week. You said you respected who I was in the ring. You said you respected me as a person. And I would be lying if I didn't tell you that coming from you, that meant the world to me. Because I have watched you for these past 3 years. And I've come to respect who you are in the ring and who you are outside of it too. You are a hell of a champion, a hell of a father, a hell of a husband. And there have been times in the past 3 years when I looked at you and I saw the kind of man I wanted to be.
MJF looking on. Remember, MJF holds that chip. He can challenge for the AEW World
You
Championship
can watch
at any
all you
time.
want. You better listen. But last week, you shattered the illusions I had about you when you called me a nice kid. Is that how you feel about me, huh? You think I'm a kid? After all the niceties and compliments, you want to call me a kid? Is that how you feel about me? Answer me. I'm asking you a question. Am I a kid to you?
That's exactly what I think about you. I don't think you are the same guy that knocked me off the top of a 20-foot ladder 1 year ago. Next week in Cincinnati, if you get the shot to take me out, I don't think you got it in your guts to pull the trigger.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not the same guy I was this time last year. I hesitated in May, and it cost me this championship. I went for the Trios Championship with my best friends, and we failed. And I've had to watch as week after week they seemingly disappeared. My old friends, they have disappeared. And for all that I did, I'm left with nothing. I'm left with nothing. So I'm not the same. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I can't sleep at night. I'm anxious. I'm depressed. The medicine is not working, but I am still here because I am a man. I am 31 years old. I'm a former World Tag Team Champion, a former World Champion. I've watched my family members be lowered into the ground, and I've brought new life into this world just like you have. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I've been choked till my face turns blue, and I've been beaten in that same face over and over, and I keep coming back because I am a man! Damn it! So I know what I have to do in Cincinnati, and I don't care if your cousins are there. I don't care if your sister's there. I don't care if your mother's in the crowd. I will beat you within an inch of your life to take this back, the thing that I should have never let slip away. And look at me now. Look at me now. I have nothing. I have a shot. And I have my word. Tuesday, I take my shot, and tonight, I give you my word. I will be the next AEW World Champion.
Give
You want a condition update? Is that what you want? You want to know if I've still got migraines in the morning, if I get dizzy in the shower? Or do you want to know when I'm going to be cleared to wrestle Jon Moxley? Because at this point, I don't know. It doesn't look like anytime soon. Is that what you want to know?
It is. Jon Moxley has challenged you and your, quote, Dark Order buddies to show up on Rampage this Friday.
Don't do it. Well, no, that's okay. I'll give you a status update. You want a status update? I'll give you the one I never gave in October, when I was laying face down on the mat, snoring for 60 seconds. And they rolled me over and they put me in the back of an ambulance, and I started to come to on the way to the hospital, and they're asking me questions, and I kind of started to get them right after a while. What's today's date? October 18th, I knew it. Where are we at? We're in Cincinnati. Who you wrestling? The world champion. That's who I'm wrestling. And they said that, hey man, you've got about 100 missed calls, text messages. If we want to answer your phone, you got to unlock it. And they hand me my phone, and the screen lights up, and they say, is that your son? He's cute. What's his name? What's his name? And his green eyes looked back up at me, and I didn't know. I didn't know. For a whole hour, I didn't know. I've been to hell. That's hell. And if Jon Moxley wants to fight me this Friday, I'll find him. I know where the ring is. But if he's going to tempt me to go back to hell, I'm going to take his ass with me.
Cowboy, Hangman, Page. We can keep this fighting up for as long as you want. We can trade fists, we can brawl all across Texas if you want. We can keep going as long as you want, but I'm starting to wonder, when exactly are we just gonna go ahead and settle this in the ring? Or are we? But then again, what is there to settle? You got knocked out. What'd you think was gonna happen when you signed on for that match against me in Cincinnati? How did you see that playing out in your head any differently? I'm getting a little sick and tired of the somber tones about the accident and the thing that wasn't supposed to happen. Poor Hangman Page woke up in the hospital. What'd you think I was trying to do with that clothesline? Comb his hair? It ain't my problem that you got a glass jaw. That just makes me good at my job. I ain't the bad guy here.
Excuse me, Doc, looking to get a medical update on Hangman?
Oh my God, of course you'd want to know, yeah? I'm sorry, that was rude. This is frustrating, I don't know, and I don't think we really have an update, do we? It's week to week, and it's not looking very promising, I don't think. I haven't wrestled in over 2 months, I'm very frustrated, and I wish we had a good answer for you and for everybody, but I don't think that we do, right? Yeah.
I mean, assuming that you're going to be pretty interested in the next match coming up as Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli.
Oh, is that so?
No. She didn't say Moxley. She said like Foxley. I think there's a fox in the ring. Settle down, Cowboy. It's all right.
You've been following the concussion protocol. We've been making advancements in the right direction. So if you keep that up, we're looking at potentially 2 weeks getting you back in the ring.
2? Yeah? You think so? Like
it's potential.
Like LA-ish?
You're going that direction. But if you keep getting riled up and trying to go out there and face Mox every week, something's going to happen and we might not ever get you back in the ring.
Okay. All right. Check my little eyeballs. Check those things through. Thank you.
From day one at AEW, in the first 3 years of AEW, 2 men stood above all the rest and beat everybody there was to beat but each other. Jon Moxley and the Hangman, Cowboy, Adam Page. So it was inevitable that there would be a showdown one day. And when that happened, I proved that there is only one top guy. There is only one number one. There is only one true ace. There's only gonna be one last man standing, and that was gonna be me. I hit Hangman Page so hard I knocked him into another dimension. He woke up in the hospital that night, but I slept like a baby. Do you know why? Because the Blackpool Combat Club works harder than everybody else. We train harder than anybody else. We deliver harder than anybody else. We put that work in so we deserve We deserve to sleep like babies. We deserve it because when we get in this ring and the bell rings, we don't necessarily care about the safety of the athlete. Now, Hangman Page is hurt. Can't get the doctors to clear him, he's hurt. Tony, I've been hurt for 10 years. Big freaking deal, get over it. It's a tough business, and this is the major leagues. Hangman, January 11th. You want it? You want it the Forum in Los Angeles? Well, see your doctors and see what you can do about that. I'll be there waiting for you. You know, people seem to forget these days, this is a tough business. So if you make it to January 11th, if you make it to LA in the Forum, I'm gonna set about reminding everybody just how tough this business can be. Hangman, keep your hands up, bitch.
We've heard a lot from Jon Moxley wanting to challenge you one-on-one, the Forum here on Dynamite in Los Angeles, but the question still remains, your condition, can you go in the ring?
There is nothing that I wanted more to come out here tonight and tell you I'm good to go. But as of today, I am not medically cleared to compete.
I'm sorry.
And I've been told that if I come out here tonight or Friday night and get in a little fight with John, it's gonna set me back one more week. And we just do this thing forever, and that's not what I want. What I want is the same thing Jon Moxley wants, and that's next week at the Forum. And luckily for me, I do have a date, Doc. If I take a red eye home tonight, I get that last brain scan, it comes back good, then I will be cleared next week at the Forum.
Right? Doc says yes.
And I don't care if it's in this ring, if it's in catering, if it's on the roof, I will fight Jon Moxley. And John, I will knock your dick in the dirt.
Oh.
sympathy cards in this ongoing candlelight vigil for Hangman Page. When I think of everything I put my body through the years, when I think of wrestling for 2 months with a torn tricep, getting shipped off to India and Bahrain. Nobody has got knocked down more times than me in this business. When I think of the plates and plates of crap I've had to eat and the miles and miles of crap I had to call through. See you come out here and playing the victim because you got knocked out? Cowboy, that makes me absolutely sick.
You think I'm mad at you because you knocked me out? Is that really what you think? I wish this wasn't true, but I've been knocked out more times than I can count. I've been knocked out by enemies. I've been knocked out by strangers. I've been knocked out by my best friends. It's an unfortunate part of what we do, and I would never be mad at you for that. But you don't seem like a guy for nuance, so I'll put it to you simple. What I'm angry about is how you called me out here. And when I stood face to face with you, you didn't let me get a word in before you made a joke. You nearly took my career from me. You nearly changed my life, and you wanted to crack a joke about it. And I think I know why, Mox. I think I know why, because I think in that moment you felt threatened. Because if I know John Moxley and he got knocked out, the first thing he'd do is come back for revenge. And that's not what I was there for that night, but it is what I'm here for now. I've had a month to stew on what you said to me, and I've had 2 months to stew on how you knocked me out with a lariat. So simple, brutal, and effective, and if anyone knows about that, it's me, John. And I've had 2 in the chamber with your name on them. And you get them at the Forum.
These guys want to go. You can feel it.
Yeah, Moxley having to hold himself back.
The only joke around here, the only joke that I think is funny is the fact that you think next time is going to be any different. Your little punk ass doesn't belong in the ring with me. And next week, I'm going to make sure this time you don't get back up.
Hangman, I've obviously been able to spend some time with John since your match from last week. How are you feeling?
Physically, I feel fine, but after our first match, John took something from me. I told him to his face I would beat him at the World Championship, and I didn't. He took my word from me when he knocked me out. And I feel like with this win over John Moxley, I at least have my word back.
You know, John said something pretty interesting to me this week. I mean, I understand that you guys are these elite level performers and athletes, but he said that you really push him to be a better version of himself, that he both despises and cherishes you. What do you feel about your dynamic with John?
Is that what he said? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understand the nature of wrestling, right? And our first match, he put me to sleep, right? But then he wanted to make a joke about it. So I told him to his face I would knock him out cold if I had to beat him, and I did. And if he has something else to say about that, he can say that to my face, and I'd gladly do it again. That's kind of how I feel at this point.
Well, where do you go from here?
You said something earlier that kind of reminded me of where I'd like to go. Some tough conversations I'd like to have. To mend some fences that have needed mending for a long time. But I don't want to get overly specific. I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yeah.
You cool with that?
It's painless enough. Yeah. How is
How's he actually feeling?
I mean, honestly, John's essentially been hurt one way or another for the past 10 years that I've known him, but he'll dust himself back off again.
Okay, good. If you get the chance, could you tell... Never mind. Never mind, stupid. Sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.